Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today is the 2nd of September, Friday. Okay, let's look at the cryptocurrency market. So, total market cap is just under 1 trillion, 986 billion, 24-hour volume 61 billion, Bitcoin dominance steady at 39% and ETH at 19.7. So, Bitcoin is at 20 point just, it's coming in and out of $20,000, down over 6% on the 7 days, up 1% on 24 hours. Ethereum is doing a little bit better, down 4% on 7 days, up 3% on daily. And as you can see in top 10, I think Ethereum is actually outperforming pretty much everyone. Okay, let's go to the trading view and let's follow up on our last video. Can Bitcoin reach 30,000 by the end of September? Okay, so I have those two vertical lines here, end of September to end of October pretty much, and I'm thinking that it's possible for Bitcoin to reach 30,000 by this time. Okay, obviously not financial advice. As you can see now, this is on the weekly time frame. We went as low as 17.5 back in June to then rally up as much as 43% to just 25,000, and now we drop down again to basically 19.5. Is this the end of this short-term downtrend, or are we gonna put a lower low? So we're gonna go down to maybe 15, 16,000. Who knows? I really think that that was the bottom, but obviously the future will be the indication. So let's have a look at that. Okay, so let's take a look at the Gaussian channel. Okay, so basically, as you can see on the weekly time frame, it turned red from green here, basically on the last of May, and then 2 weeks later we have basically put this low of like 17.5, local low or new low, I don't know, only time will tell. As you can see, a couple of weeks before we broke down from this channel. Okay, so let's take a look and see what happened last time in 2018, last bear market. As you can see, it was quite a similar situation. So it turned red, then we broke down, and basically a couple of weeks after, this was the bottom. Okay, and we can measure this couple of ways. So basically, if you measure from the beginning to the end of the red, that took us 273 days. So if we apply the same thinking here, 273 days, that would take us to basically around here, end of February 2023. Okay, and at this point, okay, it's important to say that at this point, from basically the bottom, Bitcoin was already at 250% up from the bottom. Okay, so that was already a great time there. Okay, so the other way we can measure is how much time we actually spent under the Gaussian channel. So it was basically here, 133 days. Okay, and let's take a look at that here. 133 days, we actually entered really early here. 133 days would actually take us basically to this line, so end of September. And at this point, as you can see, this is the point here, this big candle. We were up 66%. So let's see where 66% would take us. So 66%, you're looking at basically around here, so around $29,000. So yeah, again, 30,000 is absolutely possible. So let's switch this off and let's look at the bull market support band. Okay, so as you can see, we were going here to test it as a resistance, but we actually never made there. And when you look back, So once we went under the bull market support band back here in 2018, we tested it here, we tested it there, we tested it a number of times, okay? And then we had this big drop, okay? And we never tested it, and we actually broke it on the first attempt, and then we held it as a support, okay? And as you can see, it was going gradually down, but then once we had this massive drop, it really went steeply down, okay? So what happens here? So we had this massive drop here. We never made it here. So do you think we can come back over the next month and actually test the bull market support band and potentially break over it and then hold it as a support? Or it will be rejected and we're gonna fall even further down? Let me know in the comments below. All right, and the last indicator for today, a continuation from the last video. As you can see, you have 20, 100 and 200 moving average here. And what happened last time? So we had the crossing of 20 and 100, okay, and that was just basically almost, it was actually spot on the bottom of the market, okay. We had the crossing here, which was basically pretty much spot on if that was the bottom of the market. And what happened next? Okay, so then the green one, the 20, went down to meet the 200, but they never met. Okay, so it was somewhere between the 200, this blue support line, long-term trend, and the green. Okay, so let's see what happens here. So obviously the 200 is actually much higher at this point, but they're pretty much at the same moment. If I can just zoom out and you can see. There you go. Okay, so there's that much gap between them. So what's gonna happen next? Okay, so let's take a look if the green and yellow have ever crossed in the history of Bitcoin. We came really close here, but they never crossed. And no. So as you can see, going back to the start of 200-week moving average to May 2014, those two lines have never crossed. Okay, so that's the big question for today. Will they cross for the first time ever, or do you think we're gonna see the same? So now they're gonna start separating, and that's gonna be the beginning of the new bull run, because as you can see, that's basically what happened last time. So as soon as your 20, the green line, started to go up, that was the beginning of bull run. And from this point, from the lowest point here up to even this point there, that was 240% up in 84 days. And that would be absolutely amazing for us, 240% up. So let's say this is the point, 240% up would take us, wow, that would take us basically to almost all-time high, close to $65,000, $70,000. Is that possible? Anything is possible in crypto. So everyone's calling for Bitcoin to go in a short time over the next couple of months, by the end of the year, to 10, 14, even below $10,000. Please let me know what you think. It is possible. Is it highly likely? Because my question would be, who's gonna sell that Bitcoin? Who's gonna sell their Bitcoin for Bitcoin to actually go as low, you know? So I don't know. I still think that 30,000 by the end of September is possible. Anything is possible. So that would actually have to take us to around here. So 50% up. 50% up in 1 month. And can we check if we ever done that? 50% up in 1 month. Absolutely. I think it's absolutely possible. Even the last move here was 43% in 2 months. Let's take a look here. Yeah, there we go. 68% in 1 month. Another one. Yeah, 60% in 1 month. So absolutely, you know, once Bitcoin starts going up, look at this, 28-day, 120%. So anything's possible, to be honest. We can go to the downside to test 14,000, which would be a great buying opportunity. But also we can actually rally up to 30,000. And we'll see, you know, the big question is over the next week. I'm going to keep you updated over the next coming weeks if the green 20 and 200 moving average will cross for the first time ever. Okay, thanks for listening. If you like the content, please like, share, subscribe. Have a nice day.